Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy, coming to you with a Monday morning video as usual. Let's get going. All right, this month has been crazy, stupid, slow, and I'm not liking the trend of what's been going on here on eBay. Even in my collectibles booth, things have been pretty slow there the last couple of weeks. I'm probably going to have my slowest 2-week period out of my collectibles booth as well. So it's not just eBay. But it's my collectibles booth and probably a little bit all over as well. Now, I'm not going to complain about slow sales. It happens sometimes. And when slow sales are going on, there's dealers out there or resellers out there. They're talking about how it's the greatest time. They're having record months. It happens. If sales were always increasing, I'd be doing $1 million in sales right now. But you always got to ride that eBay roller coaster, as I call it. You have your ups, you have your downs, you have the times when you're going through that loop-de-loop. And that's what it is right now. I'm going through that loop-de-loop. I'm getting a little dizzy, and I'm not liking what's going on. But we do have some sales, and I've been picking up a lot of inventory here over the last couple of weeks. So hopefully, I'll get everything listed here. We'll get back to normal, or get back to at least my normal, and going on sales just as a reference, just because I'm trying to kind of look at the numbers. I'm on pace for my worst month of the year by far. If I keep at the current rate of sales, which is way down, I'm probably going to be at about 30 to 35% down from my next lowest month of this year. So that's how bad sales will be. It's not 5%, it's not 10% down. It's a big chunk. So yeah, we're hoping to reverse that trend, hopefully with some of this inventory that I've bought, because I have bought some cool stuff here over the last couple weeks. I got a lot of it just sitting around all over the place. So I'm going to go over the sales quickly. There's 9 items. 9 items for $275 on eBay this weekend. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sold 9 items. That's horrible. Horrible weekend of sales when you're a full-time reseller. I know some people out there are part-time reseller. They're like, hey, I'd just be happy with a couple sales. And I understand that. But we're talking about full-time resales. I'm trying to pay the bills. Talking about bills, let's get into something. I'm going to show you the sales first, and I got another topic I'm going to get into with you. And then there's something that you're definitely going to want to stay around to the end of the video for. It's something I'm going to show you how I ship it. It's kind of a unique way of shipping some items, and probably haven't done it that way before, and it'll probably help you out if you watch the video. So definitely stay to the end, and we'll pack that item up. But let's get into sales first. 1, 2, 3, 4 of my 9 sales were sports cards. Not high dollar ones either. Mike Schmidt, 87 Donruss card. $1.49. $1.49 for that. A little bit better. We sold another one of these WNBA cards, another Rebecca Lobo. She's been selling great. $4.99 free shipping, so $5. I don't mind selling $5 cards like that. I did sell a couple Magic the Gathering cards, one lot. It's this one here. I forget what it's called, and without my glasses, Bosium Strip. Is that right? I think that was $10. It was some amount. 2 cards, 2 times, and yeah, whatever it was. $5, $7, $10. It's in that pop-up. Next, I sold a couple Alex Rodriguez relic cards. I had these in my store for $10 for the pair. Sent out a 20% off offer out there, and they took it. So we got a couple of these Cracker Jack cards. Try to get it without the glare. We got this one here that has a piece of his bat on it, and that one there that has a piece of his jersey on it. So those two sold for $8, $4 a card. One of them was a little bit messed up, so that brought the price down a little bit. But Alex Rodriguez is just not really well collected. He was a great player, but he was just not well collected. So I have a ton of his jersey and relic cards, and they've just been very, 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 very slow sellers. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 more here. Oh, there's 5 more. There's 5 more over here. Another one is sports cards, but I sold the whole box. This box right here. This is a Score Football 1994. This is like a special box. I didn't know too much about the details until I went to list it and found out that it was some sort of special super pack. It says right here, super pack. I don't know what that means. Maybe you get more cards per pack. Maybe there's different inserts in these packs. But it sold pretty good price. I picked this up for, I think, $15 at one of the card shows that I went to. I think it was the Tucson card show, and it sold for $50. So $50 sale on that box. So that was a really good sale from that purchase. Let me click that off again because it gives out too much glare. I sold a Funko Pop. A Funko Pop in a really damaged box. Check out this box. Bam. Got a big old rip in that box. No idea who this is. It says Ghost. And this is Papa Nihil? Nile? Hot Topic is cool. No clue. It says Pop Rocks. some music related. I don't know. I don't know, but I looked it up and saw that this was selling for decent money. Even in the damaged box, I got 20 bucks for this one. If you have a good box, $30, $40, not out of the question. So, yeah, look for this guy, kind of cool looking, but sold that Funko Pop. I just listed another Pop today. I'll show you at the end of the video on that one. Next item to sell. I bought 2 model kits the other day at the thrift store. This was the cheaper of the 2. This sold for $40. It's the SS United States Revell Level 3. There's only 41 pieces in this model kit, so it's one of the pretty easy ones to put together, not a really detailed one. $39.99. I think this one was 40 bucks. I paid, I think, $6 for this one. The other one was a much bigger box, much more expensive. It was like a $200 model. A lot of views and watches on that one. I was hoping it would sell over the weekend, but it didn't. So this is the one I'm going to show you how I pack it, because look how wide this box is. Maybe on screen it doesn't look as wide. We'll get the measuring tape out. It is 22 inches long, that box. So how am I going to ship a 22-inch long box? Because I don't have a box that's specifically made for that length. So I will show at the end of the video how I package it. That way, if you don't want to watch the packing and shipping part, you can just watch all the stuff, everything else, and yeah, then go away, right? All right. Anyway, next 2 sales. The last 2 sales were both football helmets. You guys know I saw. Can you see? I got 2 helmets down on the ground that got to get listed. I think I had another 2 or 3 out in the garage. They've been slow selling recently, so I was happy to sell these 2. These are literally the 2 newest ones that I just listed last week. And I'll show you a couple things on this one. You think you can wear this helmet? No, there's no padding inside this helmet, and it still sold for decent money. So this was like a replica, and it wasn't one that was made to be used. So inside there's a little logo saying this is for collectible purposes only, do not use or play, that type of stuff. I assume I had some logos on it at some point. Blue helmet, red, maybe it was Chargers, maybe it was college, I'm not sure. Either way, I got it just like this for $5 or $6, whatever the price was, and sold it for $30. So $29.99 plus shipping on that, and figure sell it as something that somebody will buy and they'll customize themselves. But yeah, I mean, you don't need pads. You don't need pads on the helmets to sell them. This next one does have, and actually this fit. I tried it on to see if it would fit, and it does. It's an adult extra large helmet. This is a big helmet with a really cool lineman face mask on it. Zenith brand. You see that big X? That's Zenith brand. That's what it looks like inside. It's pretty funky. You got these pads. Now, the chin strap was pretty messed up. I cut the chin strap off. And the Zenith helmets, just as a note, if you want to sell helmets, these have a specialized chin strap that go with them that kind of loops through all of the padding back here, so it needs its own specialized chin strap for the helmet to work properly. So this one sold for a bit more. I think this was either 40 or 50 bucks. Let me look over here, because I don't like to be wrong. That other helmet, oh, I was wrong. It was $24.99. You obviously saw that in the pop. It wasn't $29, but this one sold for $40. Probably if it still had a good chin strap, I would have charged $50 for it. But as it sat, $39.99, got another $40. So I got $40, $65 for those 2 helmets that I paid about $10 to $12 for. So again, I always love selling football helmets, 12 by 12 by 12 box, ship out nice and easy, and all that. All right, that was it. That was it for sales, and 9 items. Not the weekend that we were looking for, but who cares? We're gonna move on. We're gonna get stuff sold, get stuff listed, and just get at it this week. I'm going to try to get 10 items listed every day. That's always the goal, and hopefully that'll kind of bring some of those sales back. I've been listing a decent amount of stuff, but just not that 10 per day. 10 per day seems to be that threshold. If I list 10 per day, my sales are pretty good. If I list, say, 5 a day, sales aren't as good. I guess that just means less stuff out there for people to buy. All right, let's get into some of the stuff that I've been buying. We're going to start off with this one here. I was excited when I found, I don't know why, I get like stuff like this. This is a vintage puzzle. You can see still sealed on the back. Boom, we got In Sync. Yeah, this was $2.49 at Goodwill, this big puzzle. Something that I'll sell in my booth. It's a 300-piece puzzle. Someone's going to buy this either because they were an In Sync fan, or they're going to buy it for like a white elephant Christmas gift exchange type thing. That type of stuff as a joke gift. Either way, I was happy to buy this. Maybe it goes for a little more than 10. I don't know. I got to look, see how many new ones are out there available for sale on eBay. Maybe it'll go there if it's a $30 puzzle. But otherwise, 10, 12, 15 bucks, probably something like that, out in my collectibles booth. I can't remember if I showed this item when I got it. It's been in my office now for a little bit over a week. I don't even know if I listed it yet. That's why it's still sitting over here. I haven't put it out in the garage. So it's an old Jurassic Park helmet, not Jurassic World, Jurassic Park. And it's like a little mining helmet. So I think these were sold at Universal Studios from some of the research that I did. The only problem with it, it does work, is it had like a little cap that screwed on that kept the light in here. And I bet 25 to 50% of the ones that were out on eBay didn't have that cap on there anymore. So it's, you know, kid size and stuff, but if someone's a big Jurassic Park fan, that thing's still pretty cool. I don't know, I can probably get $20. If it had the cap, I think you can get a little more, but I'm going to say probably a $20 item. This next one, this is something that I like to find and other resellers seem to leave behind. If you find something new and cool, especially if it's a thermostat, a sprinkler timer, in this case, a water heater timer, these things can be pretty expensive. This one's made by Intermatic Electronic Water Heater Timer, EH40. Just look that up. You don't need a barcode. It was marked $8.49. Now, just to show you this store has so much theft and price changing that they put little marks from the price tag to the box so things line up right so people aren't changing tags. People are jerks. But I got to double check. I'll throw a comp up on the screen. When I was looking that up in the store, $40, $50, $60, I think they were kind of in that range. So pick that up. The store I got that at is loaded with resellers. Every time I go in there and there's a cart that comes out, man, it gets swarmed quickly. But I picked that up. They were overlooking it. All right, a couple more things over here. We went thrifting a little bit this weekend. Even on Mother's Day, we did a little thrifting. Thanks to my wife for going thrifting on Mother's Day. We were just near a couple places, so we just stopped in. I've never seen these before. These were made by Tupperware, called Tupper Toys. Did any of you have these when you were a kid? Because I did. Little Tupper's schoolyards, all made of plastic, obviously. Thought it was pretty cool and knew somebody would have to want this. It was made in 1980, 80, 90, something. It was made sometime, 1989. So past my time. I was just out of high school at that point. But check out this girl on the back. She's having a lot of fun playing with her Tupper toys. This is the schoolyard. Unfortunately, it was missing a couple pieces. It was missing one swing and that little bar that holds the swing. So people were there. The little ball was there. I listed it for $25 or $30 because I had the box. A lot of people had these no boxes and they were getting around that same price. So I'm hoping that maybe somebody wants it, especially because I have that box. Always finding Funko Pops out there. Like I sold that other one, that Ghost one, sold that one for 20 bucks. Ones like this, Doctor Strange, these are the cheap ones. These are ones that just came out, new movies. They probably sell for $7 to $10. I paid, I think it was $4 for that one. I'll throw it in my booth for 10. This one here, I never heard of this show, never heard of this person. So anytime it's like that, I look it up. Crimson Peak, Sir Thomas Sharpe. And it's movies, so it's from some sort of movie. I have no clue. I have no. There's so many shows and movies and everything out there that, especially with just all the different streaming services, there's no way to keep track of all of them. But I looked it up. This one sells for good money, even with this another janky, damaged box in that one. What did I just list this one for? $30? 30 or 40? I think actually I listed this for $40 because the next cheapest one in a good box was like 50 or 60. So I'm hoping somebody will want that one. I mean, if you watch this show, let me know. Is it good? Should I watch it? I have no clue. No clue if it's a good show or not. This weekend I did find a fair amount of video games too. So let's check out the ones that I'm going to take out to my collectibles booth. There's none of these that are worthy of eBay. These are all games that are probably 7 to, I don't know if there's any that were maybe 15. That's kind of about the range of ones that go to my booth. When you're finding games out there, the majority of the time at thrift stores, you're going to find Wii and Xbox 360. That's probably 90% of the games that I find out there. So when I find ones that are different, PS3 is probably the next highest one that you find. So I found a couple of those. So we got Toy Story 3. Now, there is no manual, so I just note that on my little price tag. But still a decent game. We got Cars 2. I'm always looking for popular titles. I'm not picking up the sports titles that nobody wants, the workout ones, the little kids ones, that type of stuff. So I'm looking for titles that hopefully people are going to want. Now, I was excited when I found some Xbox One games. Don't find a lot of them out there at the thrift store. So we got The Evil Within. That one, again, no manual. The theme of this weekend was no manuals. Now, this one, Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Now, I'm not a gamer. Not any. I used to play a lot of games. The last game that I played regularly, there was two. There was Fortnite. I love Fortnite. I don't know if any of you played Fortnite. Put it down in the comments. I did play a lot of Fortnite. I really got into it. Was playing that a lot, but I was playing it instead of reselling, so I wasn't making money. I was spending too many hours in the day playing Fortnite. So yeah, I don't do that anymore. The other game that I liked was Borderlands. I was playing that one on our Xbox. That one was a fun game. So if you ever played Borderlands, let me know in the comments. Anyway, Mirror's Edge Catalyst got off target there. Mass Effect Andromeda, this one here. There's some paperwork in here. Sometimes these have just a couple of slips of paperwork. Then you have to go online to get the manual. I guess that's a newer thing. Some of these Guitar Hero ones are good. This one always sells for me. Here, Legends of Rock, Xbox 360. That one did have the manual, so that was pretty good. Then we got this GTA 3, and this is like a special box, the Xbox collection. So there's no barcode or anything on the back of that one. And yeah, that was in there. And it also has, I think, the map. I think there's usually like a map in here. Or, oh, this one has a poster and a map. So if you're selling GTA, there's the map, and it has this poster there. So an extra little bonus. Again, always note that on your listings if you have the poster, the manual, all that stuff. And actually these discs, the reason why I got all these is because they were nice and clean and not scratched. I don't know if you guys can tell, I have a tower of video games back. I'm usually blocking it. That's why I have to get out of the way. You can see there's 2.5 rows of games back there that are all scratched discs that need to be cleaned. There's probably, ooh, let's take a look. There's at least 20 a stack. There's got to be 50 or 60 games back there that I need to get cleaned. I need to find a local card or a local gaming store that I can make it maybe a trade where they clean some discs, and maybe I'll trade them a couple of the games to do it rather than actual paying cash out of pocket. Because you know, if a game's $7 or $10, it's not really worth paying. I don't know what even stores charge, $3, $4, $5 to resurface a disc, but I need to get some of those done because there's a lot of money in that stack of games. Drink break. There's still bags of stuff back here. I'm going to show you one of these two helmets, because I just picked this up this weekend. That was pretty cool. It looks like someone tried to customize their own helmet. Now, there's not much padding in here. This is more of just a shell of a helmet. But they tried to do a customized Atlanta Falcon one. So they put Falcons in the front. They got these special logos in the back. They put Falcons. They put the flag. They put the NFL logo and number 2, which I think was Matt Ryan's number. I think Matt Ryan was number 2 for the Falcons. And they put this little green sticker on there. And that sticker meant that was... you have the helmet that has like the microphone that the coach can talk to in it. And only one player on the field can have that at a time. So I'm pretty sure this isn't a real NFL helmet. I've never seen anybody put a green sticker on these before. So I'm going to have to double check. But I'm pretty sure this is just someone remaking a Matt Ryan style helmet. Because yeah, I don't think Matt Ryan also wore a little that on his face mask, that type of helmet. But I thought that was pretty cool. This still has the price tag on it. $9.49. There is another helmet back there, and like I said, there's a bunch in the garage that I have to do. Now, can you see this right here? That little display right there? I don't want to move it because a couple of the figures are loose on it. I just bought that through shopgoodwill.com, and I bought it through the Phoenix location, so I went out there and picked some stuff up. It's right on the way out to my collectibles booth, so if I buy stuff off there online, I can pick it up. That's the McDonald's display for those Thor toys. I thought that was pretty neat. If you look them up on eBay, they sell for like $30-some. So I'm probably going to find a way to take that out to my collectibles booth and sell it there. I think online I paid $7.99. Plus they always put a little bit of a handling fee. So probably like another $1 into the handling fee. So I don't know. I think someone else will want it. That's pretty cool. That'd be, if you're a fan of Thor and that movie, then that's kind of neat. I have 3 or 4 bags of stuff down here, and I don't even remember what's in here. This is all stuff that I bought this weekend. So let's check it out. I found this Fabrications Batman. This is something that'll go out to my collectibles booth. $5.49. You got to remember, when I'm buying these, I'm probably 95% of the time I'm using a coupon to get 20% off, either because I spent over $20 on senior day. I'm not a senior, but sometimes the stores just plug it in. I guess I look 55. I'll take it. I don't care. I'm not going to correct them. I'm not going to tell them to give me the senior discount, but if they give it to me, I'm not taking it off. Then we got this cool model kit. This one here, Revell, $7.49. It's a little high price for a model kit in the store. Usually $4 or $5 is more where you'll find them. But I think when I was seeing them, they were 30 some dollars a piece. So new and sealed, you don't have to worry about pieces and parts being missing inside there. Next one, go Badgers. I'm sure someone likes Wisconsin. I'm not a Wisconsin fan. $4.49. These are the type of things they sell at like Hobby Lobby in those stores, but these type of things sell pretty good in my collectibles booth. So that'll go there. Probably like $12 at my booth. I think that's about what you can get them for at Hobby Lobby in those stores. What else is in here? Denver Broncos hat. I've been selling a few hats in my booth recently. Ones that are better there than out on eBay. You search for a Broncos hat on eBay, you're going to find 1,000 different hats. And for your hat to get seen is pretty tough. But if I put this in my collectibles booth, it stands out pretty good. It was only $5.49. I'll probably throw it there for $20. It was a brand new hat. Good looking hat. This one here, I had fun with the girl at the checkout when I said this. I saw this on the shelf and I'm like, I thought I saw a pack of ramen on your shelves. And I'm like, are you guys really pricing ramen if someone donates it? But it's a card game. It was only 99 cents. So I have a $5 shelf at my collectibles booth. So I will take this $1 and I'll throw it on my $5 shelf. There's a ramen card game. They make card games for everything. All right, what else is back here? All right, we're exploring. All right, I thought this was pretty neat. Grew up with Dr. Seuss, and I forget what this car is called that he had. But when you roll the car, some of these little things move and stuff. It was in pretty good shape. A vintage item. It was only $1. It was only $1 for that. So that's probably a collectibles booth item. I'll look it up on eBay, but I doubt it's that expensive. You know, I'm guessing, if I have to guess offhand, I'm going to say $10. I found a wrist brace. I could use every one of my joints and stuff hurts. You guys know, once you hit a certain age, when you get up in the morning, everything hurts. Knees, back, shoulders, it all hurts. I wear wrist braces, elbow braces, knee braces to get all braced up just to handle the day some days. All right, what else did I find? NAU, Northern Arizona University. I've had this exact license plate before. It's brand new and sealed, brand new and wrapped, and I sold it on eBay, I think, for like 20 bucks because there are not many out there. So if someone's going to Northern Arizona University, they need that. Also found this one, the Bulls. Bulls stuff always sells. This one is 3 times in a row for the 3P. It doesn't say 3P on it, but it does say 3 times in a row. $2.49. If you look on eBay, there's a ton of Bulls license plates out there. They don't sell for a whole lot, and the sell-through rate actually isn't that good. But in my collectibles booth, these things sell quickly. I have a lot of Michael Jordan fans that go to my booth. If I put Jordan sets, Jordan cards, Jordan photos, that Bulls stuff, it flies out of there. Next, we have a little Thomas the Train. Got that one there. That was $3.49. This is an older one. I don't remember the exact year. I can't read that fine print without my glasses. And that, I've told you, I have to use my glasses and this magnifying glass, yeah, to read the bottom of these days. But I think this was going for like $30. This is a little bit better one there, not one of the little cheap ones. And then these here, I had no clue what they were. I just saw this little box of barrels. And these are like some game, I think they were called frag grenades. This is what they look like here. And I'll throw a pop-up of these specifically so you can see. There's 4 of these in this bag. Didn't know what they were, but for the price of the bag, there was some money to be made here. It was $5.49 before whatever discount I got. So let's put those over there because these are going to be all messy now. I have no idea what you do with them. They play them in the game. There's a, oh, look at that. I don't know. Is it going to do something now? It's blinking faster. It's solid. Is it armed? I don't know. I don't know what happens. All right, I just turned it off. I don't want it to blow up here on camera, although if it blew up on camera, that would be probably get some views on that video. All right, I know there's more stuff around. There's stuff everywhere, and this office is a mess. My garage is a mess. But you want to hear some more stories before I do my shipping? Sure, why not? All right, let me get this out of the way. So we spent a lot of money here over the last week. We had to get, well, we didn't have to get. Let me backtrack a step. We got the air conditioning replaced on our house, and we're in Arizona, so the summers here are miserable. If somehow your AC goes out, it's going to go out during the summer, probably in June, July, August. In those months, those are our 3 worst months. and they're coming up, and our AC unit is 23 years old. 23 years old, that's an old AC unit. They'd say, I think 10 to 14 years is the average range of an AC unit out here in Arizona. And yeah, ours was well overdue. So we looked into it. We decided we would bite the bullet, get that replaced. We got it replaced last week. Wrote out a big check, big chunk of money. The other night, boom, our refrigerator goes out. All right, time to go get a new refrigerator. That's what we did for Mother's Day. We went appliance shopping because we bought a new refrigerator. It wasn't terribly, I think it was like 15 years old, but again, that's fairly old. The guy at the store told us the average life of a refrigerator is 6 to 10 years. So we got 15 years out of ours. So that's pretty good. And we bought our range, our dishwasher, and our microwave at the same time as those other ones. So what did we do? We bought another whole package of all those stuff. So spent another big check. Actually, it wasn't a big check. We just gave them this piece of plastic and they gave the stuff to us. We haven't paid a single penny for any of it yet. I'm sure we'll have to in the future. But right now, it's just all on that credit card. My $275 in sales this weekend is not going to pay that bill. They're going to install those appliances later today. So we're living out of coolers right now. For the last couple of days, we had to get a bunch of ice, get all of our coolers out. And yeah, because the fridge isn't working. So that'll go on later today. Hey, I'm jumping back in here. I totally forgot. I wanted to give you a quick update. Last week, I did my video on does ending items selling similar and promoting those items help promote sales on some old stuffy inventory that's been in your inventory for, you know, months, years, whatever. I relisted, I think 20 or 25 items last week. Just wanted to give you the quick update. 0 of those items have sold over the last week. So that was just my 1 week item, or my 1 week update. I'm going to do it for a month, see what happens. And after that month, those items haven't sold, they're gone. All right, that's enough story time. We're going to ship that item. We're going to ship this item first of all my items. I'm going to show you how I do it. It's not going to take that long. Please stay. If you don't, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. But yeah, stay tuned. All right, I'm going to have my glasses on for this. I need to see what I'm doing, especially because I'm going to be using my box knife. All right, we got this big model kit. We need to ship it. So how are we going to do that? We're going to take this box. This is one of my 12 by 12 by 12 boxes. I'm going to cut the side and open it up like so. Now, what we're going to do is, I always call this making a burrito. I don't know if that's the right term, but you can see this is just about the right length of this box. So I'm going to have to turn the camera just a little bit so you can see better. Turn down the angle. I have a drink over here. I need to move this drink because that's how I've ruined a couple keyboards. Is as I've been packing stuff, I knocked that drink over my keyboards right here. All right, so I take my little box cutter and I go and just cut along this line. Make a little score, fold that over, see how that works. We're starting to make that little burrito. Now I got this little thing, so you can just push down. You can see it that way, so I can see where I need to make my next little cut. And then we'll go along here. I'm going to do this off camera because I don't want to slice this way and, you know, cut myself. All right, I think I got that cut done. I also cut off another one of these panels because I know I'm not going to need that. And let me get back to this. So now we got this. We're going to do that. Now, I call this a burrito, but it's probably more like a wrap, right? More like a wrap. Now, I'm going to also score down the next little section. Know where my next little fold, we just got to go right along here. I know some of you want to use one of those little box scoring tools or something, but I'm not fancy enough for one of those. We fold again, and then we push and fold again because we right there. Then we just have to cut off this extra piece that's right here. And we got a nice little wrap thing. It's very sturdy because you got all those little folds in it. So let me do the next part. I get a couple pieces of tape to hold this in place while I do the next little part. I like this heavy strapping tape. I use this all the time. I buy this stuff at Walmart. It's like, it might be like $5 a roll. It's not cheap, but it is super strong tape. And when you're doing some special Frankenboxing, it comes in handy. All right, so we got our initial wrap, right? But you're like, Mike, the ends are still open. You can't mail it like that. You're right, I can't. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. One is I can put this into a poly bag. I will have to use probably 2 poly bags, one from each end, and then I'll just tape over the end on the outside so it can't come through. Second option is I can put some bubble wrap in here, take a little scrap of this, cut it out just wide enough for that, and then tape it over. In this case, that's what I might do for this one, because that might be kind of easiest. I'm using 2 of my super large poly bags. So let me show you how I'm going to do it with this special end, and yeah, we'll be back. I'm set up to do it now. All right, so we got some bubble wrap. We're going to take that. We're just going to shove this inside here. I cut a little scrap of cardboard here. You see how that kind of covers up the end here? And I'm just going to get some tape. We're going to tape it up. Okay, this isn't the finished product, but I'm just going to basically show you the gist of it. So I got that end taped up. You can see I got to put some more tape on it just to keep it, but I capped it off, so I got to do that to this end as well. I'll do that off camera. I just want to show you the basics of how I do this. And we got this nice sturdy wrap. Even though that model kit is pretty light, it's a pretty flimsy box. When you do all these folds in one of these heavier boxes, this thing's not getting messed up during shipping. You have minimal sizing in your box as well, so you don't have any overflow. And you can keep your costs down to shipping. This thing doesn't even weigh 2 pounds, even how I have it shipped here. So if you appreciate that tip, give this video a thumbs up. I have lots of how-to shipping videos on my channel. I need to do some more like that, because I think this is a great tip. That's it for today. So I appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.